All right, and we're back with the second video for this PowerPoint. So today we're going to cover the bacteria kingdoms from the two domains, domain archaea and the domain bacteria. So the first kingdom we're going to talk about is the archaea bacteria, which is from the domain archaea. So they're prokaryotes, like we said before. That means that they have no nucleus, that they're unicellular. Now they may have a cell wall, but they don't always have to. They get their energy from either autotrophs, chemotrophs, or heterotrophs. So autotrophs, they're going to get it from the sun. Chemotrophs, they're going to get it from some kind of chemical. And heterotrophs, they're actually going to have to consume another organism. So think all the way back to October when we talked about these topics. Now, they're going to reproduce asexually through binary fission, which is a lot like mitosis, but without a nucleus. Now, most of these do not move, and they do live in extreme harsh environments, and we'll get to that in a second. Now, these do not cause disease because they lack the peptidoglycan in their cell walls. And archaea means the first or ancient, which is the reason that we think that they're one of the first organisms on Earth, is why we gave them the name archaea. Now, again, they come in three types. First one is thermophiles. So this means they love extreme temperatures, extreme hot and extreme cold. These can be found in volcanoes, ice caps, hot springs, glaciers, extreme hot and extreme cold. Then we have haliophiles, which means that they love salt. Love salt. So they can live in deep, deep oceans. They can live in the Great Salt Lake, which is a significantly high salt content for a lake. They can also live in the Dead Sea, which has a really high concentration of salt. A lot of people just float around because there's just so much salt that you don't sink. Then you have methanogens, which are going to live in high methane areas like animal digestive tracts. An example is cows. They have archaea bacteria that live in them because of the high methane concentration. So again, go back through. Thermophiles are temperature lovers, halophiles are salt lovers, and methanogens are methane lovers. Okay, then the second bacteria kingdom that we're going to talk about is the eubacteria. Now, this is under a different domain, the domain bacteria, but they are similar to the archaea bacteria as they are both prokaryotes. They're both unicellular. They both could be heterotrophs, chemotrophs, or autotrophs. They both will reproduce asexually through binary fission. However, they are different in that their cell walls have peptidoglycan. They can move through the use of flagella, which is a tail. They can be found pretty much anywhere on Earth, and they are the largest group of organisms on Earth. So there's the most amount of bacteria than any other type of organism on Earth. Now, again, they can cause disease, as I said before in the other video, because they do have that peptidoglycan in their cell wall. So again, cause diseases, largest group on Earth, and they are classified by their shape instead of where they live. So there's three different shapes, just like there was three different areas where they live for archaea bacteria. So the shapes are baculus, which are rod shapes, coccus, which are spherical or round like a coconut, and then spirula, which are going to be long and spiral shaped. Okay, so this is just a grouping, a little Venn diagram. So on the left is archaea bacteria, so they live in harsh environments. They don't cause disease. On the right is the eubacteria, so they do cause disease. They are the largest group on Earth, and they can live anywhere. And then the middle, they are both unicellular, prokaryotic. They both can either be heterotroph, autotroph, or chemotrophs, and they both can also they do asexual reproduction. Okay. Now, this is the second video. You're going to have a Google form. You're going to answer the questions on this video, and then you're going to go to a third Google form and answer the questions on this. All right. So you're going to read this insert, which is in the Google form, and then you're going to answer the questions based off of that Google form. Okay. So those three things need to be turned into your teacher. So make sure that you get them done. There will be more assignments after this, but these are the ones that need to be done for today's work. The next topic that we're going to discuss is the kingdom Animalia.